welcome to episode 1 of the Two Manager Project Extra, the irregularly airing show that accompanies the Two Manager Project series that allows me to delve deeper into club matters, spend more time talking about transfers and other matters without turning the normal episodes into 40 minutes. We're here today because Manager 2 is leaving Bicester, so what we're going to do is have a little bit of a review of his time there, have a look at the squad as it stands and things that have gone on. And then we're going to go on and take a look at the new team. Okay, we're going to start by taking a look at Manager 2's profile. As you can see, things have improved a little bit, especially on the managing finances, which he's got 100% for. I think that's gone in my favour in getting these job offers. And I do kind of suck with my loyalty. I knew that was going to be an issue when you consider how much of a turnover of players has been early on. Again, perhaps didn't handle that as well as I could have, but that's fine. Lessons learned, etc. 75% fans on approach, that's good. 85% tactically consistent. Again, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, really. This is how I like to stick to a particular tactical approach rather than chop and change a new system throughout the season. Well, yeah, I don't like to change too much, but I do like to have options. So me, he, that's how he feels about it. Anyway. Let's have a look at the career stats, because this will tell you everything that basically I've done at Bicester. So, 111 goals after 55 games, won 34 of them, and conceded 68. Club games drawn, 9. Club goal difference, 43. That's good. Win percentage, 61%. That's not bad. Yeah, Bicester Town. 510 days in charge, it says. It's not bad, is it? What else have we got here? Milestones. Okay. Awards. There we go. No awards. Competitions. Oh, I got knocked out. I don't know if that counts as an achievement, but anyway, yes. Winners of the Hellenic Premier League. That was exciting. Okay, let's have a quick look at Bicester Town's history now. In the overview, highest league position, of course, first in Hellenic Premier, which was last season. Most points in the season, that season, 92 points. All of these with a little star by are obviously the new ones. Most wins, fewest league defeats, etc., etc. All the good stuff. It says most league draws in the season was back in 06-07, and the fewest draws was 95-96. That's a few years ago now. But yes, we had the most league goals scored in the season in the last season at 88. Yeah, highest attendance, highest gate receipt, which was the FA Cup. And the lowest attendance and the average attendance. All of it. I guess there's not actual stats for that necessarily built in. But anyway, the results. Biggest win, 5-1 against Brackley Town Saints. Biggest defeats, 4-1 against FC Romania. Both of those were me in charge. That's not good, is it? And the highest scoring match, and the highest scoring league match, which are of course the same game. 5-4 against Bassett. That's a heck of a game. So there's no highest transfer fee paid because I didn't spend any money yet. But if we have a look at the players, most league goals by a player, Duncan Hardiman. League appearances, Bobby Price, who of course we then signed. He struggled with the step up, that's all I'll say. Youngest player, Alex Gray. Oldest player, Gary Ricketts. Fastest goal, 51 seconds, Mr. Hamichi. Most goals by a player in a match, Duncan Hardiman. Most goals by a player in a league match, it's the same one, Duncan Hardiman again. Most assists in a season, Duncan Hardiman. Most clean sheets, Curtis Meir. Did he? Oh yeah, of course. I forget he was on loan here. Most player match awards, Duncan Hardiman. Youngish goal scorer, Terry Kavanagh. Bishop's Cleeve. Yeah, I remember it so well. Oh yeah, and Sean Hesse. That was his one goal. I've noticed he's an assistant manager now, so you never know, I might approach him at the next job just to come and keep me company, because we're still mates. allegedly. The finances situation isn't fantastic in terms of money in the bank and stuff like that. I'd clearly kept things at a level, but it's dropped off recently. That being said, we're still not quite well. We're still under the wage budget. We've still got a couple of £100 there, but it's not a massive amount. As far as the squad goes, we've got a lot of potential, but not a huge amount of current ability. We weren't doing bad, but we still needed some more players. I think recently I'd signed some people that you'd not met. Josh Solomon Davies, for one, as a right back. Has only played one game in the league, and didn't do so well, bless him. But it wasn't a great game. So yeah, we've signed him. Josh Baker, I think, no, he's always been there. Well, not always, but he's been there a while. Danny Ramsey, obviously. Connor Smythe, he was new. Again, trying to strengthen up my wing backs. Connor Smythe played a couple of games, hasn't set the world on fire, but bearing in mind that one of those games, and it was a game we lost, was against the team that's top. In fact, I will show you that right now on the schedule. Yeah, so we lost to Canvey Island, and it was pretty brutal. But, like I say, they are top, and fairly clear at the moment as well. They've had a Bicester season, if you know what I mean, for what Bicester had last season. So they just rolled over us, unfortunately. Go back to the schedule again. So yeah, but then we bounced back with a 2-2 with Basildon. That wasn't a bad game. If anything, we were a bit unlucky, but so many bookings. I don't know how we didn't get fined. If we have a look now at the dynamics, things had started to deteriorate a tiny bit. Match cohesion was better than that before, but obviously we've brought in a few players. But the atmosphere went down when I started being linked with other jobs, so not really sure how much I can do with it. Well, nothing, because I'm leaving, obviously, at this point. But we also had a bit of a odd, iffy run of form, so that, of course, doesn't help. But I don't know. I felt like we were doing better. I didn't consider the 4-1 loss against the top team to be a bad thing. I would have liked it to have been less than 4-1, but I thought we were doing okay. Okay, to finish up, I am leaving, Manager 2 is leaving Bicester in 16th place with 19 points. It's not been amazing, but it's what I would call mid-table-ish form, given what these other guys are doing. Yeah, we've lost a couple more and they've drawn a couple more, but it's not necessarily a bad stretch to be in there, and we're certainly off the pace compared to Barking and Great Wakering, who, of course, are languishing down there. I mean, saying that, Bakering could pull ahead of Romford and such like, but there's a bit of a gap there anyway, which is good for Bicester, but they do need to start winning a few more games because it's not been good. It's affecting morale. So yeah, let me say, Bicester, it's been fun, but it's time to move on. So the team that Manager 2 has gone to, out of a couple of choices to be fair, because Lewis also approached us, is Hales Owen. And Hales Owen are in the English Southern League Premier Central, with the likes of Tamworth, who, if you remember in Football Manager 2018, were still considered a Vanarama National League South team, I believe. And they look like they're heading back there this time. So yeah, expectation is mid-table finish. They're hanging around there at the moment. They've had some apparently interesting form. Let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, it's not been great, has it? They've not been able to maintain a record. I wonder if goal scoring's going to be an issue. But anyway, we'll certainly find out. Let's have a quick look at the squad. Well, there's plenty of potential there and a certain amount of ability. I'm obviously going to have to dig through and see what is what, but it certainly looks to me like there's it's going to be all right. The finances look pretty good. Wage budget of £3,500, well, 3,646, and we're spending well under that, so that's good news. And like I say, I haven't really been through and done any changes at all. Money situation, they look a bit skint to me. That's not great news. So I don't think there's how many debts. Just normal debt. That's fine. Projection does not look great, but that's why I'm here. Let's have a quick look at the under 23s. Nobody. Under 18s. Ooh. That's not a lot of what I would call potential. I think a lot of that has to go, really, because yeah, no, that's not a lot of potential. And we've got some players up here potentially. Let's have a look at Craig Knight as a central defender. Well, again, I'm going to have to get to know the quality of player and ability ability numbers that fit this division. But yeah, let's try Mike White here. Well, he's got some good physicals there, that's for certain. Grease Lightning. White Lightning. There you go. Mike White Lightning. Oh dear. Okay, so yes. Good aggression, good determination. That's promising. I'll keep an eye on him. But yeah, a lot of this is just taking up money, quite frankly. Not a lot of money, but money nonetheless. Okay, let's have a quick look at the staff. I wonder how many have left. Oh well. There isn't much in the way of a recruitment team, and oh my goodness, the medical team definitely needs some help. Not only do I need a sports scientist, but I think I need an extra physio too, because that's no good. So yeah, we're going to work on that. I don't know what else to look at, really. Well, we've got Bristol coming up. I think that I'm going to stick with coming back in December, as I'd originally planned, so we will have played one game here when you see us next. And hopefully that will give me half a chance to figure out whether or not my current tactics are going to work, or what tweaks I may or may not need to make, which is quite important, I think. I'm also going to go back and scout some Bicester players, like Mr. Ramsey, for example, just to see if they're up to making the step up, I guess. So, could be interesting. So, yeah, Hales Owen for Manager 2. So, if you enjoyed that, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more Football Manager videos. Thank you very much for watching.